There are 3 quotes from the Pioneer Network best practices that I really want you to hear clearly when it comes to this topic of choice. The first one says this: choice of food has a tremendous impact on quality of life. Some say it defines quality of life. Simply speaking, it's all about choice. It's as simply as asking, what does the resident want and how did they do it at home and how can we do it here? Choice of what to eat, when to eat, where to eat, whom to eat with, and how leisurely to eat. True choice, not token choice. Not the win-lose choice between hot breakfast and sleeping to the rhythm of your day, and not simply the choice of hot or cold cereal, but also the raisins and the brown sugar that make oatmeal a daily pleasure. For dining, true choice is in point of service choice. The second quote is this: we do not assume that just because a resident may not be able to make decisions in some parts of their life, they cannot make choices relating to dining. Education, good observation skills, strong advocacy, and consistent relationships with caregivers enable a person with impaired decision-making capabilities to make choices. And the third quote is this: mealtime dining studies provide evidence that enabling residents to choose what they want to eat at mealtime does not result in negative nutritional outcomes. Enabling choices increases nutritional intake and increases resident, family, and caregiver satisfaction. So what about cognitive impairment being a factor? And the answer is no. Studies have shown that people with mild to moderate cognitive impairment are able to respond consistently to questions about food preferences, choices, and involvement in decisions about daily living. So there's a couple of culture change resources to really lean into when it comes to best practices in the seniors dining arena. The first one, as mentioned, is the Pioneer Network Dining Standards. The second one is called the Eat an Alternative. The mission of the Eat an Alternative is really to improve the well-being of elders and their care partners by transforming the communities in which they live and work. There is 10 principles with the Eat an Alternative, and the first one really talks about that loneliness, helplessness, and boredom account for the bulk of suffering among our elders. So really our job, regardless of what area of care you work in, is really to help reduce those 3 plagues. And by bringing choices to residents, you are really helping reduce loneliness, helplessness, and boredom. And thirdly, you might hear the butterfly model. And the butterfly model is based on feelings and really understanding, acknowledging, and embracing the human feelings for those struggling with dementia. The Research Institute of Aging actually came up with 2 checklists to help with the mealtime experience for residents in long-term care, seniors care dining rooms. And it really is relationship-centered and enhancing the environment. So I would encourage you to check out the Choices Plus program for those 2 checklists. I hope I've helped provide some key points when it comes to really understanding the landscape of seniors care and what is important when it comes to dining based on best practices. Thanks for learning with me.